This is Florence Daly behind me. I hope she's up there. 1966, she made an unexpected bequest to Notre Dame, even though this bank secretary from a little town in upstate New York had no known association with Notre Dame. In her will, she left half of the shares of stock she had purchased over the years in a local company called Eastman Kodak. All of that to Our Lady's University. Now, the substantial impact of Florence Daly's gift on Notre Dame students is going to last forever. Through careful stewardship by the Notre Dame Investment Office, who are awfully good at this, Miss Daly's gift, a modest amount at the time it was made, has appreciated over the past 40 years and has grown into a truly transformative amount. Believe it or not, that single gift today is valued at $98 million. And the scholarships funded by Florence Daly's generosity have provided financial assistance to thousands of Notre Dame students over the years. This school year alone, 223 students will receive $4.5 million in financial assistance, all through her. So I'd like to tell you a little bit about Emily Araujo. Emily was growing up. She never dreamed that she would one day attend any college. But Emily didn't know there are people like you and Florence Daly who believe in making dreams come true. So ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to meet Emily Araujo. Emily? How you doing? It's nice to have you here.
Nice to have you.
That last name is pronounced?
Oh, it's tricky. It's De Araujo.
De Araujo. I was close, wasn't I?
It was definitely a good effort.
You know, we're hearing stories up here about how you came to be Emily and how you came to Notre Dame. Tell us a little bit about your family.
Well, as you can see from my last name, I am not completely from around here. I was born in Maringá, Paraná, Brazil, to an American mom who'd grown up there since she was 4 years old and a Brazilian dad. And I was the third child, and there's 15 months in between each of me and my brothers, so we were kind of closely packed together. And then when I was 1, we came to the States to go on a visit. My dad was here to visit camps. He was a camp director, and he was going to do some research. But during that time, we found out that one of my older brothers had autism. And so they kind of made probably the most difficult decision of their lives. They decided to leave my dad's family in Brazil, to sell everything, and to move here for the special education.
And where did you wind up in America? Which state? Where?
In Michigan.
Michigan?
Yeah.
Are you playing tonight?
I'm not.
But, so you're right across the border here, right?
Basically, I'm in a 2,000-person farm town, and if anyone's from around here, it's called Bronson. It's between Coldwater and Sturgis.
So you didn't grow up too far from Notre Dame?
Mm-mm.
Did you ever think about coming here to Notre Dame?
No, I just always wanted Michigan to beat them.
Excuse us.
Let me explain. Let me explain.
But no kidding, I understand that several great universities, colleges would have welcomed you as a student, but you did decide to come here. So how did that happen?
Well, with that move to the States, and my dad not speaking English, having 3 kids under the age of 4, one with a newly developmental disability, we had it rough for a while, and my dad, I'll never forget like the pain he had in his eyes when he told me a couple of years ago, kind of just was able to share how hard that was for him. Specifically the time where my grandpa, his father-in-law, drove him to a gladiola farm, a flower farm in our town, and stayed with him the whole day to translate so that he could begin working there. As a 30-year-old man, having your father-in-law kind of have to follow you around while you're bundling flowers is kind of a very hard and humbling experience. And so that kind of begins to illustrate all the challenges we kind of went through to begin. There's a lot of funny stories, a lot of animals have been through our house, a number of raccoons and bats and mice, and a lot of good times. And so needless to say, when I started thinking about wanting to go to college, it was first how, I started applying to scholarships. I applied to a certain scholarship program that sets up low-income students to go to college. And with that, if you are accepted to that college and you're accepted to that program, that college then agrees to pay for your whole way. And so Notre Dame was on the list. And
you applied?
Yeah. I said, I applied to every school that was going to give me that chance. And I'll never forget the day that I got
First day you came down here, you must have been a little impressed.
It was raining. It was pouring down rain.
It's always raining here.
Yeah. I don't remember a thing. We were sprinting from building to building. They cut the tour short. But I think what caused me to come here was not the visit, as beautiful it is here. It was that letter in the mail that said, "Welcome home." And it was just nice. It was the school that had given me the first chance. After that scholarship, after they said that they would let me come here, I actually got a different scholarship that said I could go to any school for free. It was through the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. But that didn't matter to me.
You wanted to come. That's great. Yeah. Before you took the stage, I mentioned Florence Staley, this woman, and her gift to Notre Dame, and the impact of that gift has been made now on generations of Notre Dame students. And you're one of the beneficiaries of that generosity. If you could thank this Florence Staley personally, how could you say it? What would you say?
Well,
changed your life.
Hard. Yeah. I think her story is kind of hopefully something that's going to be similar to my story, where she started off with a relatively small investment into Notre Dame, and that became something huge through the help of other people and through time. And that's what I want to be. While I don't, this opportunity to come here is not a small gift by any means. But in my time here and hopefully in the time to come, I'm able to yield even greater investment.
Yeah, it makes you want to do that,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Very important. Well, so you're a Michigan girl, so what? So we can get over this.
Okay.
But we have a big game tonight.
Wait, we do?
Yes. And that quarterback you have is getting on my nerves. So, who are you going to cheer for tonight?
Oh, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
There you go. That's what we want to hear, Emily. Great story, Emily.
Thank you.
Good to have you here at Notre Dame.
Thank you.